Good evening, everybody. Okay, hopefully the camera, you can see this well. I'm trying the camera up higher, and unfortunately I can't really see what it's saying. This Sunbeam heater I got at Goodwill, and as you can see, oh no, I'm sorry, this one I didn't get at Goodwill. This one we bought, I think, at Kmart many years ago. Unfortunately, when I turn it on, I get cold air blowing out the back. So I think that there's a lot of, and hardly anything coming out the front. And I think there's a lot of buildup of dust or so in here. It takes a number 2 Phillips. So let me see if I can find one. Oh, no, that's not the drawer. I swear I have screwdrivers in here somewhere. Okay, now will this go down in? Yeah, okay. So let's take this apart and see how fast I can hopefully fix this. I like this one so much that I did buy one at Goodwill. I saw it and I picked it up, and it seems to be working okay. Although you can tell someone was into it because the side doesn't fit together correctly on the one side. But it's been working, so I haven't really wanted to take it apart yet. This one we've had for a long time. Like I said, I'd say we've had it over 10 years. Yeah, it had to be over 10 years because I think we had these before we had our daughter. But let me see if I can get these 4 screws out. Okay, 2 came out pretty easy. The top 2 did not. I just want to make sure that they're completely undone, because whenever I start pulling this thing apart, I don't want them like holding together and then trying to figure out what I need to do to get them apart. I guess they are apart. Okay, so let's take this off. I don't know how well you can see this because I can't see what it sees. There's a little bit of dust in here. One more screw. Oh yeah, let me throw the... Okay, there's the heater. And this should just slide off, I hope. Yes, but what is stopping it? I'm not sure. Oh, this is probably the problem. A lot of fuzz and hair in there. Ow. Okay, I wonder if I can get this out. So I got this set of Cobalt tools. I think that's Lowe's brand, made in China, and look at this. I should have taken them back. These are my junk tools now because they just suck. I mean, they really, really suck. I thought that that'd be a good buy at the time, but it wasn't. There. Okay. So hopefully, if you've bought Cobalt tools, they've been better for you than what I've had. But man, I mean, look at the play in that. Chinese tools. Aha! Alright, so I can get this apart. Huh, not as much as I thought in that area, but oh yeah, looking in here. Let me see. That's a press fit to get the fan off. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. Let's see what I got in here. Oh, that's Phillips. That'll work. Okay, the thing is, if I can bend these out, and you know what, I don't think I'm going to get these ones out unless I break it. And I really don't feel like doing that because I don't want to ruin this. But I don't know if you can see this down in here, but there's just a whole mat of dust. And oh boy, it actually looks brown on the one side, so it might have actually been getting hot. Wow, I didn't realize it was this bad. I used this one down in my basement, and I use it with a, well, it's not the only one that I have, so I wasn't really thinking that it was this bad. Holy cow, look at that. Well, this could be a public service announcement. Make sure that your fans, that your heaters are clean of dust, because they could actually catch fire, I'd say. I'm going to say that with the way this is, thank God that I never had this thing running while we weren't around, and it probably was just cold enough and enough air was getting through that it didn't actually burn anything. But man, can you see that? That's brown. Oh boy. Well, so if you use one of these kind of heaters at work, there's a lot of people in the offices where I work that use these kind of heaters. I would say it would be a good idea to clean it probably every year, because this is just, wow. Yeah, it's a good thing I never had this on without me being down here. You know what? I'm probably going to take part of this video out, but I'm going to go and get my shop vac for this. So I'll be back. Okay, that looks a whole lot better in there. Oh, crap. Nope. Somehow a huge dust bunny ran away. I don't know if you can see that down there. See if these will get it. Way much better. Okay, let's see if we can put this back together. I'd like to say that all these contacts were down on the bottom. Okay. Hot glue. I'm going to say all these other wires were above. And let's see if I can get this to go back together. Apologize there if it was not visible. Okay. You should come in here. Why aren't you going in? See, the heater part looks like it's back the whole way. Oh, you guys look like you're away from the standoff, at least on this side. Again, whenever I'm putting screws back into plastic, I always go backwards. Try to feel them drop. This one isn't doing it, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just go forward. Okay, it seemed to go in. Let me see, the seam is good. There, that one dropped. I felt that and I heard it. So that one I got in the same threads. And you don't need to be an animal whenever you tighten the screws down. All you have to do is just get them relatively just, I don't want to say loosely hand tight, but you just want to snug them up. You don't want to keep turning after you feel a change in resistance. Like as I'm turning this, I can feel a certain amount of resistance. Whenever it gets down to the bottom, like about right there, I can tell that the resistance gets a lot stronger, so I'll stop. Yeah, I can't feel this one either, rats. And again, this thing isn't going to come apart at all, you know, with them in like that. And I don't think you're going to be vibrating the thing so much that you'll have an issue. Wow, they got this really, really close. That you'll have an issue with them vibrating loose, the screws that is. So let's put this in here. And by pressing this together, it should be able to go in a little bit easier. There. Okay. All right. We got it back together. Didn't mess with any of the electronics, so hopefully they still work. Let me clean up my desk here. And try plugging it in, seeing if it works. Oh yeah, that's completely different. I actually feel air coming out the front now. I honestly didn't feel any air coming out the front. It was all just like zooming out the back. I actually feel the suction instead of pushing air back. Alright, so this is fixed. That was a nice, hopefully short video, and I hope it was in focus. And let me see, what else do I want to say? Nope, that's about it. So thank you for watching, and this is I'm doing this on my break between Christmas and New Year's, so I hope that you all have a happy New Year. And just to date this, I hope that your 2023 is a lot better than your 2022. So have a good night, everyone, and remember what a world this would be if everyone would treat everyone else the way they wanted to be treated. So have a good night.